Hi friends, Miss PG here. So I will be sharing read alouds with you for the next unit for making meaning. In this unit, we are going to be working on retelling. When we retell a story or a book, we tell the key details or events that happen in the order that they happen. And we use some words to connect them. We say first, first, first. And then we tell what happened in the beginning of a story. Then we say next, next, next. What happened in the middle of the story. And last, last. What happened at the end of the story. So we are going to use these three words. First, next, and last for this unit. When we're talking about the beginning, we use first. When we are talking about the middle of a book, we use next. And when we're talking about the end of a book, we're going to use last. So today, I want to share with you a story about a little girl named Parker Curry. And this story is called Parker Curry Looks Up. In this story, there are three words that you may not know that I want to share with you. The first word is museum. A museum is a building that has a collection of objects you can look at. You may have been to an art museum, a history museum, or a science museum. In this story, we're going to see that Parker and her sister and mom and friend go to an art museum, and they see different paintings, pictures there. Another word I want you to know is slimy. Slimy is slippery, wet, and gooey, and sometimes it's on the surface of something. In the book, slimy will be used to describe fish. The last word for you to know is froze. Froze, like you're a statue. Froze means to become completely still. In the book, Parker froze when she saw something. So she went like this. She was playing around and then she went, she froze. Okay, so museum, slimy, and froze. When you hear those words, even though I can't see you, you can put a quiet thumb up to recognize that you heard the words, okay? And remember, we're going to pay close attention to what happens first in the story, what happens next, and what happens last. I want to share my screen and show you how I use first, next, last with some pictures. Go. So I have the beginning. At the beginning of this story, the kids went to school. So first, they went to school is what I would say. In the middle, they played a soccer game at school. Next, they played a soccer game at school. And last, they won a trophy for first place. First, they went to school. Next, they played a soccer game at school. And last, they won a trophy for first place. First, next, last. That's how I show my understanding of retelling, telling the key details in order of what happened in a story. Now, I'm going to share Parker Looks Up, and I want you to think about what happens first, next, and last as I read. After, you will go to Seesaw and List what happens first, next, and last for Parker looks up. Parker looks up. An Extraordinary Moment by Parker Curry and Jessica Curry. Illustrated by Brittany Jackson. Parker looks up. An Extraordinary Moment. This is the title page, friends. Parker Curry loved to dance. Dressed in her favorite tutu, she imagined she was a dancing queen. But one rainy Tuesday, instead of going to dance class, Parker's mom said, "Let's go to the museum." Ava, too? Parker loved visiting the museum almost as much as she loved twirling and leaping in the air. She pulled on her boots. Mom and her sister Ava buttoned up their jackets. "Have fun, girls. Bye, Dad." And off they went. Splashing and smiling and surprise! Gia, Parker's best friend, greeted them from the top of the museum steps. "Yay, it's Gia!" Once inside, the friends hurried down a long hallway, looking at the paintings all around them. They saw prancing horses, blooming flowers, a bushy mustache, a shiny jeweled necklace, 2 peacocks with red eyes, and a basket of slimy fish. "Ew," they said. And feathers. Lots and lots of brilliant feathers. "Hurry up, Ava," Parker called. When Gia spotted a playroom, she raced ahead. Parker charged after her. "Explore! Let's make silly faces." After Gia stuck purple hair onto the easel and Parker added a pirate hat and sunglasses, it was time to go home. "Time to go, girls." Skipping down the hall, the girls spied a row of frilly white tutus. Parker raised her arms. Gia spun around and around and around. "Wait for me," Parker called, dancing after her friend, until she froze in her tracks, spellbound. Parker Curry looked up. A portrait of First Lady Michelle Obama loomed before her. She had rich brown skin, just like Parker, and kind, familiar eyes that reminded Parker of her mother, her grandmother, her sister, and yes, even of herself. How could someone look so real and so magical all at the same time? "Who is she?" Parker asks. Parker's mother's voice filled the air, her words coming to rest squarely on Parker's tiny shoulders. "She is a mother, a lawyer, a writer, caring hero, friend, sister, courageous, smart, inspirational, confident, dynamic, advocate, honest, volunteer, mentor, and hopeful." So many words to describe First Lady Michelle Obama. "She is a queen," Parker whispered, unable to look away, to move, to breathe. In that moment, Parker saw more than just a portrait. She saw a road before her with endless possibilities. Suddenly, Parker felt a small hand in hers, and the spell was broken. "Come look, Ava," she said, putting her arm around her little sister and standing tall. For Parker Curry was feeling powerful and strong. And even though she hadn't moved, inside she was dancing. The end. And there's a portrait of Parker Curry. Okay, friends. So what you're going to do on Seesaw is you're going to record yourself saying what happened first with Parker, what happened next, and what happened last. And then tomorrow we will talk about making a connection to the story as we read it again. Okay, friends? Bye.